Hey guys, today we're exploring the village houses in the new territories of Hong Kong. Now, these are going to be a little more close quarters living than you might expect in the United States, but for most people in Hong Kong, this is actually as close as to an independent house as you might expect, or China for that matter. So let's go check them out. People in Hong Kong really wouldn't live in a village house because it's really kind of far away from the main part of Hong Kong, the industrial centers, the financial centers, so on and so forth. But for many purists, myself included, this really is probably the best way to live because you have a door, you don't have an elevator, your own house, it's separate from the rest, and it's kind of quaint, really. The downside, well, Chinese New Year. They lit off a lot of firecrackers, and so as you can see, the doorways and the buildings are, that's 3.5, 4 feet right there. So it's going to be loud. Did I say loud? I meant very loud. Then there's the other downside, is the open sewers. Now some of these are actually going to go piled down to under the sidewalk, some of the newer ones, but there's going to be open sewers in just about all of these. Also, you have to share water with just about everyone else here, which I suppose is no different than any other part of the city, but each line has to be regulated, pumped in separately, and I guess that can be kind of expensive. Upside, of course, village houses tend to cost a lot less than the rest of Hong Kong. And look at this. So these folks, they actually have porches. So I'm just gonna kind of sneak a peek in here. And the houses, they are, regular, pretty much regular looking houses for the most part. So 100 years ago, most of northern Hong Kong was pretty much villages, little squatters' huts here and there, and of course each village had its own name. This particular village is called Dai Tao Ling. It's in the northern part of Hong Kong, pretty close to the China-Hong Kong border actually. Now, most of the villages, of course the houses, they got built up a little bit, but because they had a little more room in northern Hong Kong, they didn't actually build them up as much as the rest of Hong Kong. So the village houses have a tendency to be only about 2, maybe 3 stories tall, and each floor is going to be its own apartment. Now, of course, they get built up, torn down. Here you can see an old wall. This is probably an apartment from, the 1940s, 1930s perhaps. And they just kind of build up over. So you can see they build a newer apartment over there and a newer one here and new one here. And this one is, well, what's left of it is still here. Now it's just kind of, bicycle parking. Other advantages of a village house, well, privacy. In most of the high-rise apartments, you have no illusion of privacy at all. The walls are paper thin, you got to take an elevator up, and you share the same floor with probably 15 other people. Where in a village house like these here, you probably, have your own floor to yourself. If you're very well to do, maybe 2 or 3 floors of the whole building. You can have a car. They've adapted a lot of the areas outside the village houses for parking, so you can have your own parking space for your car. You don't have to pay for anything, whereas in the city, you're gonna have to pay plenty for parking, probably upwards of $1,000 a month just to park your car, and that doesn't include any of the taxes or insurance fees beyond that. Also, you have a little more of a community. Your high-rise apartment buildings, I mean, you're a number. You don't pay your rent, you're out, and most people just generally don't know anybody else there. And there's so many. Whereas in a village community like this, I mean, most people kind of generally look out for each other, take care of each other, and get to know each other. Um, I actually grew up in a village kind of like this one, just about a kilometer away from here. So most people watch out for each other. They watch out for the kids, kind of keep the riffraff out. There's not a lot of crime in the village communities like this, in the village houses. Now, having said that, no, you probably don't want to leave your door unlocked because there's always going to be some yahoo that'll sneak in and grab your big screen. But it's a pretty nice way to live if you're going to live in Hong Kong. And who wouldn't? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed a brief excursion into the village houses in northern Hong Kong. And we'll see you next time. Stay frosty. Sorry, I can't talk, my mouth was full.